Hello everyone, I'm Darshana, who following Master of Cybersecurity program at Sri Lanka Institute of Information Technology, and my student ID is MS2490606012, and as a part of one software security module, we have to complete another assignment. So actually, it is vulnerability assessment on a specific uh, application, or especially a web application. So today I will walk through my vulnerability assessment assignment, where I selected WordPress 6.3, uh, and the application is using to investigate kind of vulnerabilities. So WordPress is a widely used open source content management system. So I chose the 6.3 version, uh, which is released before the semester begins. So first of all, as an installation part, I had to install the exam server to hosting purpose. To set up WordPress locally, I use this exam uh, instead of WAM, so which provide Apache, uh, MySQL and PHP all in one package inside this exam server. So I set up an virtual environment and install the operating system of Windows 10, and as the initial point, I installed exam server on that server. So mm, and I located that exam server in a C drive. Uh, then I downloaded the 6.3 version of WordPress application, and I place it. The application has been placed at tdocs document in exam server files, within exam server files. Right. Uh, to prepare the database, we had to open the PHP MyAdmin, and I have created the database linked with this particular new WordPress site. So as a vulnerability assessment, I have chosen uh, actually four vulnerability uh, assessments. So as the first one, I selected the brute force attack. So brute force login happens when attacks try many username passwords combination to gain access. So tools like WP scan or or WASP SEP can be used to detect this kind of um, issues, so vulnerabilities. So WP scan in this setup, I use actually the online tool. So when I enter the my local hosted address, it's shown that it has been shown that my WordPress version is very old, and it has a lot of vulnerabilities. So to access that detailed report, we have to we have to purchase the pro version. So in this point, in this case, we can see this kind of message when we enter our hosted hosted URL. So in this at the SAP application, uh, I ran the particular hosted URL, and as you can see in the this in this research, the report, I opened this app and I started a quick scan and entered the and given the relevant WordPress local hosted address and started the attack and start click on the attack button and start the vulnerability assessment. So the result in alert section can see 7 alerts, hidden file found, 2 files, kind of issues I could able to explore by using SAP web application. So, and the next one actually for the mitigation actions need to be taken. Kind of this kind of issues are installing a plugin like limit logging at apps reloaded, and if we could able to add capture, that will also be a good method to prevent from kind of root attacks, root force attacks, and disable XML RPs if uh, not if we are not using any XML RPCs, we can disable them from the WordPress set. Right. The next vulnerability I choose is outdated plugins and themes. Uh, so outdated plugins can be exploited by the attackers. So what I did was I checked plugin versions by entering my local IP and temporarily uploading my site. The tool scanned for any outdated plugins and compared them with known vulnerabilities. So actually, kind of outdated plugins, we can follow mitigation steps like regularly update plugins and remove unused plugins and only use on plugins from trusted sources. So we have to be careful when we are using third-party plugins installed into the WordPress environment and when we are using. So in this directly listing enabling, actually if we are not installed .txs file within the I mean WordPress uh, folder library, uh, when we are entering the this kind of address, actually this is such a folder containing all the uploads in a WordPress site. So if we are not implement or install a .txs folder inside the WordPress file is folder structure, definitely that uh, upload section will be visible where throughout any web browser to attacker. So it is very important to implement or install kind of .txs file inside the WordPress folder library. So once we have install kind of file inside the folder library, the attackers or any kind of actors could not able to access our folder directory through the any web browsers. So sensitive information exposure is the next vulnerability assessment I choose. So for this assessment, I also use the OWeb SHAP tool. So once I have, as previously I mentioned, once I have run the relevant URL, it exposes, so it as a result, it has been given uh, information discloses suspicious results. So kind of results are related to sensitive information exposure. So for kind of issues, we can take as mitigation steps to define the WP debug as false. So if we enable that debug feature, when some errors are occurs in the WordPress environment, we can once we have click or once we are trying to do something on the WordPress when we are in the developing mode, also the actors or hackers can able to or able to see what kind of issues are going on inside the in the backend server which hosted this WordPress application. So it is very important to make WP debug as false, and as I mentioned earlier, to use .ht access to prevent and restrict access config files. Also, using the .ht access file, we can stop the exploring to outside of all the config files, apart from uploads and other folders. So as a assignment requirement, uh, I had to integrate auth integration to the Word, WordPress application. So I followed the relevant steps to implement the authentication to the WordPress environment. So as the first step, I set up Google Auth credentials. Uh, I went to create that. I went to Google Cloud Console and created a new project. And then I created Auth 2.0 credentials for web application. I set authorize redirect URA as URI as this local hosted WordPress hosted WP login.php URL. And for the WordPress site configuration, I chose Mini Orange Google Login plugin. Actually, you can see that inside. I'll show you the plugin what I use. So here I use Auth single sign-on SSO Auth client plugin to configure the Google Auth credentials. So I entered the client ID and client secret from Google Cloud. So as a result of that, now users can log in using their Google accounts, improving security and user experience. Right. So actually, when we logging out from here, you can see uh, the Google Auth credentials of single sign-on service already integrated to uh, this particular WordPress website. So it has been succeed. Uh, so actually, this is the assignment we have assigned to follow and complete. So we have comes to the end of this presentation. So before I end this presentation, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to Dr. Darshana Kasturiratne for his valuable guidance and support throughout this assignment and also throughout this subject, software security subject, and throughout this semester. His clear explanation and practical approach helped me to do and understand this vulnerability assessment and kind of application investigations, uh, and how to what kind of steps we can take and to mitigate kind of situations. So thank you once again, sir, and for your encouragement. And I'm gonna wind up this presentation. Thank you very much.